guys, welcome. I'm so glad to be back. I've been out sick and I have to apologize to you guys because I told you we were going to do a really fun assignment and then Miss Adler went and got COVID on you. But I'm well enough to be back. So this week we're going to be starting a new fun lesson plan and I'm getting ready to introduce that to you guys. And so we're going to go over this lesson plan, and after we do that, then we can hopefully get started on working on this new assignment. Please have a seat. Okay, so we are going to be doing this awesome bubblegum self-portrait. What do you guys think?
Yes.
So before we get started on it, the topic and objective of the lesson is that we're learning about self-portraits and facial proportions and how to draw facial proportions. And so that's the objective. But one thing I want to bring up to you guys is the first lesson we did at the beginning of school was a get to know you assignment. And I had you guys do that so that A, I could get to know more about you, and B, that I could kind of see where you guys are at as far as your drawing and art skills. Now, everybody did pretty good. All of the classes did pretty good on the get to know you assignment, but there are a few things that I want to point out about that assignment. Everybody could do better with learning the elements and principles of art. Those are terms that lay the foundation for everything that you're going to do in art. And so you guys may have heard of them. We didn't go over them. I was really assessing you. But in this lesson plan, we are specifically going to focus on 3 of the elements of art, which are shape, line, and color. So basically what I'm trying to say to you is that we need to make sure that we're adding more shapes, details, lines, and colors to our drawings and paintings. And so we are going to focus on that specifically with the self-portrait lesson that we're going to do today. So let me ask you guys, can somebody tell me in art, in terms of art, what a self-portrait is? Does anybody know? Yes.
You can draw yourself.
Very good. That's very good, simple explanation. So a self-portrait, guys, is a portrait that you do of yourself. And look up here, over here. Thank you. So a self-portrait is a portrait that an artist does of themselves. And what you're going to do, there's a lot of famous artists that have done self-portraits, such as Van Gogh, Pablo Picasso, Frida. And we're going to watch a quick video, very quick, to look at some inspiration for self-portraits and to learn more about self-portraits. But basically, it's of you, a drawing that you do of yourself. Now, one thing that you want to focus on in a self-portrait are features that are unique to yourself. For example, this is Miss Adler's example that she did at home. So for example, I'm a very trendy lady. I'm an artist, so I like bright colors. And I like to wear big dangly earrings. I'm very trendy. And I also have a mole beauty mark right here on my face that I've had since I was very little. Probably since 5 years old. So in my portrait, I picked out really bright colors. I had dangly earrings that I added, and I put my beauty mark. You guys can't see it from here, but I have my mole on my face. So those are a few things that I wanted to add to my self-portrait because those are things that are unique about me. So when you're thinking about your portrait that you're going to do, you're going to want to make it unique for you. If you wear your hair up in a bow every day, that's something that you probably want to add. If you have glasses, that's something that you want to add. If you had a lot of funky hair and braids, that's something unique about you that you're going to want to add to your portrait. So does everybody understand about creating a portrait of yourself that is unique to you and has your unique features on it, yes? Did you have a question? Okay, so very quickly, we're going to watch this quick 5 or 6 minute video of some artists that are known for doing self-portraits. After that, I'm going to kind of show you guys how to get started. And so I'm going to show you how to do it, then we're going to try to do it together, and I'm going to come around and help you guys get started. Does everybody understand? Okay, perfect. Let Miss Adler get this up really quick. Please don't do that tapping because it's distracting to everybody. Okay, this usually takes a minute to come on, so let me turn out the lights over here so that we can all see. And I know there's a little bit of writing over that. Just try to ignore that. I didn't mean to get it that far over there. Okay, this will only take about 6 minutes, and then I'm going to demonstrate on how to get started. And then I will go around and help you brainstorm for ideas, and we will get the supplies out and get started working on it.
Amazing artist.
Okay, hold on.
Our word of the week is self-portrait. A self-portrait is a portrait of the artist. You're gonna make a portrait of the best-looking kid you know. That's right, you. But it's always great to get some inspiration before you start. So let's look at some self-portraits created by artists who are both alive and some who are no longer living. Let's start with one of the most famous artists whose name is Pablo Picasso. And as we are gazing at this amazing work of art, let's talk about the elements of art, shall we? Line, shape, color, baby, color, form, value, texture, and space. These are the ingredients that are necessary to create each and every work of art in order for it to be a successful masterpiece. So listen up, all you Picassos out there. That's the list of what we're going to be using to create our self-portraits. Let's take a look at another self-portrait, one by an artist whose name is Vincent van Gogh. He's the guy who's most famous for his work of art called The Starry Night. Check out that background. See all those moving lines? It might remind you of that painting. Now let's talk about something called the principles of art. The principles of art are like the sugar and spices for every masterpiece. They are what's going to make it awesome and unique. They are balance, proportion, emphasis, variety, movement, rhythm, and harmony. And as we look at this next group of selfies, let's see what principles of art we can find. This is a painting by Judith Leister. She is one of the first female artists. She didn't normally wear plates around her neck. That actually is a collar, which was the style of the day. Judith Leister created in a realistic style, which was also the style of the day. And notice that her principle of art she used is proportion. Her face isn't too small or too large for her body. It's in proportion with the rest of the picture. Notice that the picture she's working on is also in proportion. It's smaller because it's a smaller canvas. Let's take a look at another female artist. This one is one by an artist whose name is Frida Kahlo. She's a Mexican artist. And if we could draw a vertical line right down the middle of this painting, we would see that Frida is using the principle of art known as balance. This painting is almost completely symmetrical. She's got dragonflies on either side, same with the butterflies. Her face is staring straight at you, and it is symmetrical. Notice that she also has a monkey and a cat, one over each shoulder, as well as a necklace that continues to add to balance. Frida Kahlo had a very tough life, so you'll oftentimes see symbols in her work of art that show the difficulties that she had. That necklace, which doesn't look very comfortable, that would have been a symbol to show some of the pain she felt during her life. Let's take a look at one of my favorite self-portraits so far. This one is by a Chinese artist who's a contemporary artist, meaning he's still alive and creating today, and his name is Yu Minjun. Notice that in this painting by Yu Minjun, he used the principle of art known as emphasis. What do you think he's trying to emphasize? If you're thinking it's that big smile, then you are correct. I also really like the way that Yu Minjun used value in this painting. Check out all of that pink he used on the face. Light pink, dark pink, purpley pink, mauve pink, red pink on the lips. He must be an expert at mixing different values.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it right there, because I just wanted you to hear about the artist and get an idea of some artists that were well known for self-portraits. So now that we've watched that, we're gonna go on to the next step, which is I'm gonna demonstrate kind of how to get started. And after I do that, then I'm gonna come around and help each one of you guys get started, and if you need assistance, then I'll help you. Now the bubble gum part, guys, with the balloon is the very last bit of the project, and we're actually gonna be working on this, I hope, for 2 to 3 class periods, maybe even 4. So I want you guys to take your time on it. I shouldn't hear in 5 minutes, I'm finished. You need to spend the whole class period. Make it look nice, because guess what, guys? These are probably gonna go up on the bulletin boards for everyone to see. So you wanna take your time, make it look nice, and work on those facial proportions, getting the eyes, the nose, the ears, the mouth, the lips, the hair, getting your head and your neck and torso, upper torso and shoulders, okay? So, let me grab this, and I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, so you're gonna be getting a piece of paper about this size. Now, you don't have to fold it like in this middle like this, but if you do, it is helpful for you to do it, because you can fold it down the middle. Make sure you're doing it perfect so that it's perfectly aligned, like that. And then you're gonna get a small crease, and that's gonna show you where the middle of the paper is, which is gonna help direct you on where to draw your circle or oval for your head and your neck and torso. So, please stop tapping. I know it's hard not to do it because it's a habit, but it's distracting to everybody when people do that, okay? Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna use a Sharpie so that you guys can see better. We'll start out. You do want to start out with a pencil, guys. So today we will only be using pencils and erasers. And can somebody tell me why we might only want to use a pencil versus markers or crayon? Yes?
Because if you make a mistake, you can erase it with a pencil, but with a marker.
Exactly. And that's a habit you want to get into with art. You start out sketching and drawing it with a pencil, so that if you make mistakes, you can change them. And if you look at this painting over here that I did when I was in quarantine, you guys, I mess up all the time as an artist. I erase, I make mistakes. You can't tell now because I painted over it. But when I was drawing this fish painting, I had eraser marks and everything all over my paper because I work it until I get it exactly how I want it, and then I go back and I erase all the pencil marks, and then I color it, and you can see you can't see any of the eraser marks that were there before. So that is why you want to use a pencil first. So, what you're going to do to start out, can anyone tell me what you think the first part of starting out will be? What are you going to draw first?
The head?
Very good, the head. You're going to start out drawing the head first, which is either going to be an oval or circle. Now, I have more of an oval face, so I'm going to try to do more of the shape of an oval, right here in the center. Okay, so I know not everybody is used to sketching a perfect oval or circle. That's okay. It does not have to be perfect, and I will help you get it centered and straight, okay? So I have my oval shaped head. Now I'm going to do the neck part. So I'm going to go ahead and make a line here, and make a line here, and that's going to give me my neck. Now, can anybody tell me what we would probably draw next? Does anybody have any guesses?
The shoulders?
Exactly. So, we're going to come over here from the neck, and we're just going to go down and around like this, and I'm going to go back over it in marker so you guys can see it better. Now, I have my circle, which is my head, or my oval, excuse me, my neck, and my shoulders. So, after you do that, then you're ready to start the eyes. But let me outline it so you guys can see it better. There we go. So can you guys see it better now?
Yeah.
So this is what you want to shoot for, and I will come around and help you. After you get that, what do you think you go to next?
The eyes.
Perfect. The eyes. So once you have your head, neck, and shoulders, you're going to focus on the eyes. Now, if you did your crease correctly, it should be perfectly centered in the middle. And that's going to help direct you on where to draw your eyes. Your eyes are going to be in the shape of a football. Some people do have round eyes, and some people have almond shaped. So you want to try to get the shape of your eyes correctly, which can be a challenge, but that's why we're practicing self-portraits, yes. So, next, I'm going to look at my crease. And it's a little bit lower on here, so I'm going to go up just a little bit. And I'm going to start to draw my eyes. Again, in the shape of an oval football. So I have my eyes. Next, what do you think you're going to do?
The nose.
Perfect, the nose. So you have your eyes, then you're just going to come over here and start working on the nose. Now again, I don't want you guys to feel like you have to rush through this. Take your time. Hopefully you'll get your head and torso drawn today and some of your eye features and your facial features. If you don't get it all on there today, that's okay. We're taking our time on this. Next, we're going to do the mouth. So you're going to go ahead and add in your mouth or your lips. And then from there on, the eyebrows and the ears and the hair. Also, guys, I want you guys to add a background of some kind. Now, in the examples, I'm gonna show you some examples of the bubble gum portraits, but in the examples, they all had circles. Now, I'm okay if you wanna use circles for your background, but if you don't wanna use circles, you can do triangles or cool funky lines, or if you feel really brave, you can do a landscape in your background. So, but, you know, you wanna have some type of background because you're gonna be coloring that as well. So first we're gonna draw the head, torso, and neck, eyes, and facial features. Hold on one second. And then after that, we're gonna draw our background. After that, after you get it all drawn, you're gonna outline it in Sharpie, and then you're gonna go back and erase all the eraser marks. And when you get to that point, then that's when you're gonna go on to the fun coloring part. We probably won't get to that today, because again, we're gonna be taking our time. But I'm just giving you guys the heads up of the steps we're gonna be taking. So does everybody understand?
Yes.
All right, so I showed you, why don't we, green table, except for you, please get up, and the paper is at the very bottom. You want to grab that big white paper at the supply station center, and you're going to give everybody one sheet. So can you, green table, can you guys go pass that out? Yeah. No, the one on the bottom, sorry. You're going to get the bigger paper. Yeah, everybody should get one sheet. And remember, guys, you're only using pencil today. Pencil and eraser and nothing else.
But what if we finish doing this one?
You shouldn't finish really quick. You want to avoid that because this project, it should take you 2 to 3 class periods at least, maybe even 4. What's that? Oh, that's from, I made me a snack stash so that I have food during lunch. I need to hide that so you guys don't look at it.
Why?
No, it's better than that. Thank you, green table, good job. Now you're gonna go back to your tables. And we're gonna get started, guys. Miss Adler is gonna come around and help you get started. So, everybody go ahead. If you feel like the crease is gonna help you, fold your paper directly down the middle so you can get a perfect crease in the middle of the paper.
Can I do like a line with the pencil?
A light, if you do that, do it lightly. Do a light sketch. If you feel like you can get it pretty centered, then yeah. And guys, I forgot to show you something on the screen, so I'm going to pull it up for a minute. Hold on just a minute, guys. Yes, I am. Okay, let me turn on the projector really quick again because I want to show you guys some examples that a class did. So it'll give you some more inspiration. Just really quick, and then we're only gonna have about 15 or 20 minutes to work today. But don't worry because we will be coming back and working on this next class period. So can everybody look at the projector again?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, these are examples of kids and other classes that have done this project. I just want to scroll down so you can look at it to get some inspiration and ideas for your portrait. Is everybody looking?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see how he did glasses on his, because he wears really cool blue, awesome square glasses. So that's a really good example of something that is unique and specific to him as an artist. This girl did a ponytail on hers, which I like, because if you wear a ponytail a lot, that's something that you want to think about adding. Let me see if I can scroll down to where the balloons are, because they haven't added the balloons to these yet. There, he did a good job, didn't he? Okay, well that was day one, so that's why. So see, they did it in pencil, then they're outlining it in marker.
Are these kindergartners?
No.
They're first graders?
I think they're first grade, but this project will work for any age. And you guys will probably have more advanced looking pictures because you're third grade. So let me scroll down and see if I can scroll down to the balloons. Here we go. See how cool they look, guys? Okay, so I just wanted to briefly show you that to give you some more inspiration. Inspiration, to inspire you, to give you ideas. So now I'm going to be coming around and helping you get started with your face. The hardest part, guys, is probably getting the circle, just so you know. So, and a lot of people have a hard time with that because it's hard to get an oval or circle centered perfectly in the middle of the page. But remember, you're using a pencil, so you can go back and fix it and try to straighten it up if you don't get it perfect the first time, yeah? Okay, so go ahead and you can quietly talk. I'm going to come and help you. I'm going to come around and check each table. Oh, very good. Very good. Okay. You need help getting started?
Yeah.
Okay, will you hold that for me? Okay, so you kind of have an oval shaped head. So I'm going to look at your face really quick, and I'm going to try to get the shape of your head in there. You kind of have a longer face, which is more of an oval shape, so that's why I'm going to try to shoot for an oval versus a circle. You can't right now, so I'm not going to ask you. Make sure you guys get the neck in there, okay? Because everybody has a neck, so try not to leave that out. Okay, how is that to get you started? Now, everybody has a neck, guys. Some don't have very good necks. I'm one of those people. I need to go have lipo under my chin because I don't have a good neckline.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. It runs in my family. Good, you got your circle. Okay, I'm coming over 1 second. So now you can kind of focus on doing your eyes right about in this area, right here and right here. Okay, so work on that for me. And if you get stumped, let me know and I'll come back. Very good. Very good. I'm gonna help you draw more of a neck right here. But you did a good job. We just need to add your neck in. Okay, so hold on. Can you hold that for me? Thank you. You did good. I'm very happy with your results. I just want to add this neck in for you. Oh guys, another thing I forgot to mention, please try to draw big. I'm giving you a big paper for a reason. If you look at my example, I used up most of the page, and most of the kids in the video also did that from the examples. So you don't want to try to draw teeny tiny. You want to make sure you're using up most of the page. And I know you're not used to that, but we're gonna start practicing on using up all of our paper. Oh, that's your eyebrow, okay.
You did a great job. Do you think I made it too big?
No, I think you did a good job. Let me come over there and help you round it out a little bit, okay? No. There we go. We got your neck in there. Okay. Good job. You can go ahead and continue. Do you need help with the shoulders and neck, huh? Okay. Can you hold this for me? Yes?
You don't have here?
Oh, no, I have ears, Sam. Oh, well, I didn't draw it on that. We didn't get that far on that, the example. Oh, okay, I'm gonna come help you. It's okay, you're doing good. So this is a pretty good start. Let me help you with your head shape a little. You guys are doing good so far. I think we're gonna have awesome self-portraits. Everyone's gonna be looking at your awesome bubble gum blowing self-portraits in the hallway. Do you have a question? Yeah, you can.
Like this?
Yeah, that's good. Really good. That's a really good start. That's very good. Okay, how's that? Let's make it a little bit thinner over here. Now, I know there's a lot of pencil marks on here, but you're going to eventually go back and erase them all before we start coloring them, okay? There you go. Okay, who needed help over here?
Me and
Both of you guys? Okay, and you need help too? Okay. That's a very good start.
no, that's for her.
Her? Okay.
I just
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll wait till she comes back, so, because sometimes it's helpful for people to watch the teacher draw so that they can learn visually from watching. Okay, let me come over to you
I
then.
have her.
This one's yours?
Yeah.
Okay, will you hold this for me? Thank you. So this is a good start. I'm just going to help you round it out a little bit.
Mira, Paulina ya te lo hizo. Paulina ya te lo hizo, mira. Paulina. Te hizo igual la una. No, figurando el neck. Así son. No, mira, está más corto. Wait, I want a bigger back.
I'm gonna come help you. I waited because you were in the bathroom, and I want you to watch me because it's helpful sometimes to watch the teacher. Guys, are you working over there? All right, I'm gonna come check on you guys in just a minute.
I'm escaping.
Everybody needs to be working on the assignment. Okay, so I got your head shape. Now I want you to come back and get rid of some of these eraser marks. And it might help to get a bigger, one of these large erasers. Yeah, and just go like this. See how it's coming off better when I use the bigger eraser? So I'm gonna let you do the rest of it, kind of work at it, and it'll eventually help you get rid of those eraser marks. Now, if you want it smaller, or you wanna,
It's okay.
you can change it. Okay? I just did this to help you get started. Perfect. You're on the right track. Okay, guys. I hate to say it, but we have run out of time. Miss Adler, I expected this because I had a lot to go over with you guys today. But I know, I love it too. I wish we could spend an entire 2 hours in here.
No, because I want to go back to class right now.
But we have to clean up because it's time to go. So I'm going to give you the cleanup signal. Is everyone listening? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it's cleanup time. Red table, please pick up the assignments for me. Yellow table, check the floors for me. I see some things on the floor that need to be picked up. Blue table, you guys don't really have much of a job today because there's no supplies. Put your pencils back in the bins. Put everything back nice and neat in your cubbies. And that is the end of our class. We will be lining up shortly. The kids are working on their art jobs, assigned duties. They have colors assigned by their tables for cleanup. These are their cleanup duties at the top. Table team, supply squad, special helpers, and it's by color. Thank you.